Hello guys, and welcome to the pros and cons of the Horizon series. In this list, I'll explain which game is the best in my opinion, and I'll give you guys a rundown of what these games have to offer. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, starting up at number 4 is Forza Horizon 2 for the Xbox 360. I know, most people forgot about this game because it wasn't released by Playground Games. It was basically released by Sumo Digital. It definitely is a different game compared to the other ones, but it has some similarities from Horizon 2 for Xbox One. Now the pros for this game, there's not that many, but the pros is the funniest Horizon game when it comes to random things happening. By that I mean, like, anything could happen. Like if you hit a pole, you're basically gonna bounce, or you're gonna just crash. It's insane. Another pro is the unrealistic feeling of driving a car at 150 miles per hour on a tight corner, which is, it's enjoyable since it's an arcade racing game. Now we're going to go to the cons. The car selection is very limited, and there was never any DLC for this game. The flat streets sometimes feel like they have bumps on them, which is really weird. The level system has not changed. The game looks worse than Horizon in terms of graphics and gameplay, which is practically a shame. It's very tough to get into an online lobby. Connection issues are everywhere. Like when I try to get into a lobby on Forza Horizon 2 for 360, the servers are still up. It's very hard to get into a lobby because you keep getting disconnected. Okay, now the third one on this list is Forza Horizon 2 for Xbox One. Yeah, a lot of people are going to complain about this, but I don't care. This is my opinion. The first game, the pros is basically the first game in the Horizon series that can let you tune your cars. I thought tuning was a very good addition to the Horizon series, and it made the cars feel different for each tune that you made. Has the best gameplay out of all the Horizon games. Felt like a really good racing game, and the physics online were just perfect. I felt like that game was just amazing overall. It felt like a really good arcade racing game. A good selection of cars to choose from, DLC and all. Definitely a lot more cars, and definitely a good time using most of those cars. And the first Horizon to give us a new map called Storm Island, which definitely changed the way the game was played, because basically Storm Island was all about rally, bumps, and everything. It was quite fun. Okay, now the cons of this game. And a lot of people, I think, will disagree with me. But, you know, like I said, it's my opinion. So, the first con is the setting of Southern Europe was just plain boring. The only parts of the map that I feel were really interesting were Castelletto and Nice. Everything else is just plain boring to me. The soundtrack is not that good. I felt like the soundtrack could have been a little bit more like Horizon 1. Or like Horizon 3, because both those soundtracks were really great, and they had fun songs to listen to. And this is the first Horizon to have no online lobbies, which is kind of a shame, because I used to love going into Horizon 1 and choosing my own car after every race, instead of just racing 4 races with the same car in a championship. I mean, I feel like lobbies were a lot better, in my opinion. Alright, the second one on this list is Forza Horizon 3. Now, Forza Horizon 3 is a very good game, and I believed it lived up to its hype. But there's a reason why I gave this the second spot, and I'll definitely explain it during the pros and cons section. Okay, so the pros in Forza Horizon 3 is the setting of Australia is beautiful. Lots of nice locations to race and drift. It's very nice, but there is one con about it, and I will definitely explain it when the cons come up. The most cars to ever get released on a Horizon game. It's like probably now 400 cars with all the DLC that's been released as of late. The music is great, almost beats Horizon's 1 soundtrack, and I'm definitely enjoying Horizon Pulse and Bass Arena. Definitely brings back the feeling that Horizon 1 had with Horizon Pulse and Bass Arena. In online, you get to choose what you want to do in terms of collision or no collision, and what class you want to race. This was an update for Horizon 3, and I believe this is one of the best updates the game has received, considering not many people wanted to do so-called D-Class or C-Class. They'd rather race whatever class they want to in whatever car they could choose. You get to have a separate mode for playground games as well, which I thought was pretty good because it reminds me a little bit of Horizon 1, when you get to choose playground games and nothing but playground games. So it makes sense to have this. The off-road in Horizon 3 actually feels like off-road. It's basically not a smooth surface with grass anymore, which I thought was hilarious in Horizon 2 and in Horizon 1, but yeah, Horizon 3 definitely feels a lot different. Okay, now the cons of Horizon 3. Not many roads in Horizon 3, and the highway is very small compared to the other games. The level system has not changed. Still level 999, and once you pass level 999 it becomes a silver star, which I think is pretty boring. I think you should get like maybe a secret car that nobody else can get until they get to level 1000. I thought that would have been a nice addition instead of just a silver star. The tree hitboxes in this game are huge. Hitting a tree is devastating online, especially when you're doing road trips. I can't stand the trees in that game. Now the number one game, as you probably would expect it, was Forza Horizon 1. And there's a lot of reasons why I say this, and this is the game that started it all. Okay, for now the pros of this game. This is the game that made the series what it is today. The best setting in the entire series has to be Colorado. I mean, I just enjoy the scenery, the mountains, the wooden lodges, everything. It's just perfect. Playground games was the best in this Horizon. The environments were perfect for this game mode, which everything about playground games was perfect for me. I just enjoyed playground games better than I did in Horizon 1, in Horizon 2 or Horizon 3. Online lobbies with different choices to play are the best. And you know me, I'm an old school gamer, I love my online lobbies. Road trips are just okay. I just feel like online lobbies are better in my opinion. Sunsets look beautiful in this game. The level system online was the best in my opinion. Just going through like what was it, 10 to 12 colors, and getting to level 50, then like prestiging. It's sort of like Call of Duty, but just with colors. The memories were great from this demo to the real game, and that's why I labeled it as the number one game. There's only one con that I can think of that is literally terrible, and that's the invincible bushes, and they were annoying as hell. Bushes are not supposed to stop your car dead in this tracks. That's unheard of logic. I mean, granted, the game is solid, it's fantastic. It's just those bushes, especially when you're playing playground games, trying to maneuver away from people, and then you hit them, it's just ridiculous. It got me mad a couple of times.